Um,
So now who wants to do a recap of what we did
I
last
wasn't
time?
able to watch it, you know?
That's true.
I feel like
It's
If only
Eddie's
you were
fault.
there for it,
Eddie.
you know?
Oh, what?
I know.
I've
I
heard of this
actually-
thing that
it
D&D players have started doing lately that is pretty cool, I think. It's called taking notes, and they can remember what they did that way.
So I'll
Sounds like
have you
cheating.
know,
Honestly, never heard of that
I
before.
am actually taking notes a little bit now because my character last time it's kind of cheaty, but really easy because Cora was really stupid, so I could just
I'm
forget
only
stuff
kidding,
and be
of
like,
course.
"Well, Cora forgot it." Now I need to actually remember some stuff.
Okay.
So last session 3, we arrived at Greenmill. We found out that their gold started turning about a week ago, and it caused some shelves to collapse in the vault and blocked off the door to the vault. The manager, Billy Bob, that's actually not his name. I don't remember what his name is.
It actually is. It's Billy Bob
Okay.
Thornton, actually.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob
manager.
Thornlip is his name.
Yeah. Asked us to try see what we can do there. Some miners had gone in earlier to try to dig out from inside the mines, but they were attacked and never heard from again. So we went in, snuck past some weird, creepy miners who were just like dead but mining still, it seemed like. It's kind of weird. And in the process discovered that all the ore veins, the gold ore veins, were also turned to stone. And then we killed some baddies and cleared out some troglodytes and found our way to the bank vault, where 2 of the tellers, guards, whatever, were dead, but 2 of them were still just barely alive. We managed to clear it out, get them out, get 1,000 silver pieces each, and then the Billy Bob Thornton, or Billy Bob Thornwhip, asked us to tell the governor of Moonfell what happened here. And then we got 4 tickets to the Green Mill Express, which the train's a little bit late. It was for 7:30 p.m. departure, but it hasn't showed up yet.
A train is actually never late. It arrives exactly when it intends to.
Oh, that's true.
So
Wizard train.
it is a wizard train. Yeah, I have a handout.
Nice.
I guess you all already saw it. I put it in the scheduling thing, but I made tickets today just for fun. It was a fun thing to do.
Very nice.
So yeah, let me move you guys over to this map that we have set up for today. You're all on this train platform that you should be able to see here. So, it's kind of around midday as you make your way out of the bank, and you've been offered these tickets on the Green Mill Express, which is a kind of steampunky sort of flavor. It's a magical train. That much you don't even have to roll for. It's just for free there. It travels from Green Mill to Moonfell every 3 days. So you're kind of gathering here on the platform that it's an overnighter. You have coach right now, which gets you a seat on the bench. There are also cabins on this train for more well-to-do folks that like to travel in extra comfort. And it's going to be an overnighter, and you should arrive at the capital tomorrow night. There is a dwarf standing here that kind of comes off of the train and greets you all, and folks start lining up to hand him tickets.
follow them on board.
I motion to Danny to get the back of the line here.
He will.
I was gonna be the back.
You will take your tickets and say, "All right, for coach, you can sit anywhere you like in the first cabin after the dining car." And the doors can open up here so you can see where you're going.
Nice.
Ah,
So you see up towards the front of the train, there is a bar cart, and behind that, there is a cart that has bench seats that, they look fairly comfortable. It won't be the best night's sleep you ever had unless you want to upgrade to a cabin, but it's a freebie.
nice.
What am I? Where am I going down here?
Oh, can you walk through doors?
Oh, are they locked?
Yeah, they are. I mean, they're shut. I just didn't even realize you could do that.
Oops.
No, it's fine. I don't care. I just didn't even know that was a thing. Was surprised more than anything, I guess.
All right, I'll pick this seat here. Try to get away from that old person in front of me.
I'll scoot over to the window real quick.
I take it this is like in the morning, so we probably have all of our stuff back, or
It's around midday. Yeah, I mean, you didn't take a long rest after going to the bank or anything like that.
oh, okay.
But the train will soon start moving. Do you want to, I guess, yeah, it's going to be, like I said, about a days and a half travel. It's 3 days round trip. But you have
shit.
a one-way ticket.
Now, why does the ticket say mysterious note? That's what I'm kind of curious.
Oh, every time you create a handout, that's what it calls it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know. You know.
It's a trick! Quick, get off the train! Oh no, it's
Yeah.
too late.
Suddenly, the conductor turns into a form of bat.
Wait a minute.
Realize it's actually Strahd.
Oh,
This
no.
isn't a ticket.
It's a mimic.
Uh-huh.
It's a mimic, but it can only do very slight, but still very painful paper cuts.
Ooh. Yikes.
It's the worst.
Are the windows like glass windows, or are they just open?
They're open windows.
Alright. Orban will be
Nice
spending the first, most of the first couple hours sticking his head as far as he can outside the window without falling out. Just, checking out the wheels, trying to figure out just how the heck does this thing work? How does it go this fast? This is insane.
I'm just reaching in and grabbing some grog. Probably just gonna be sipping on that the entire time.
Probably.
So you see that?
Go ahead.
Sorry. You can talk.
I was just gonna say I'm probably trying to catch some shut eye.
That's fine. Okay. Well, I guess you can take a short rest here if you want to do anything with that.
Alright.
If that means anything to you.
I'll like lean over and what am I looking at? The person next to me on the left. What person is this?
There's a couple older folks, I guess, sitting across from you, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, I'll lean over and say, "Ever fight a grizzly bear?"
Oh, that was a hit dice. Ever fight a grizzly bear? Nope. No, have you?
I was just kind of like, "Yep," a couple of times, and then just
Oh,
kind of
wow.
just go back to what I was doing, just like,
Yeah,
You're just gonna put that out there and not tell us about it, huh?
Just yeah. Do they say that or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Huh? Would you like to know more? I've got stories.
I mean,
ever-
it's a long ride. Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I'll like tell them stories, and meanwhile I'm kind of just getting slowly drunker and drunker.
Mm-hmm.
What
What are you drinking?
some grog, and they can see I've been kind of adding some stuff. Oh, they're gonna ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll tell them it's a little concoction I made. Put a little toad milk in it. Gives a little extra kick.
Toad milk. Where do you get that?
Oh no, that's a secret. Oh yes. But you would know how to get it, right?
Well, I suppose you can milk a toad like anything else. Is that
Uh,
about
that-
right?
That you can.
Fascinating. Can I try some?
Oh yes. And I'll hand it over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he takes one sip of it and immediately dies. No, what is the? I mean, do you have anything in mind for what this stuff is? Like, is it?
That's just
It's not like poisonous or anything. Like you genuinely drink it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is it like alcoholic? Is it like hallucinogenic?
It could probably, probably's got some like mushrooms and stuff that I would probably have added and whatnot.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. After
Really, what it really all means is he's not actually turning into animals. He's just drinking a little bit too much, and he thinks he's turning into animals.
right.
You're
Yeah.
right.
After 1 minute, this guy he's moved over to your bench and he is got an arm around you and you are his best friend. He's like, "Let me tell you something about you, Mister. I think you're great. I think you're great. You're my best friend."
Nice. And I will start,
this
as he's got
stuff
his
Great. This is
as
fantastic.
as he's got his hand around me, I'm gonna start like telling like some of the battles we were in the last couple of days, and like because I'm also half drunk, and so I'll give
Oh.
like these overly long, overly detailed descriptions of these creatures that we were killing and how the guts were just spewing out and just swords and whatnot, just dismembering things, and
Oh.
just over the top gruesome. I'm like spitting on him as I'm like telling him this.
He's listening to the story and loving it and also like telling it with you as if he was there.
Yeah.
He's like, I will never forget that. I was so scared for you, but you were okay. I said I knew. I said I knew he'd be okay, and he did. You did it. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just kind of overhear the
You're
story.
one of a kind. You're one of a kind. What's your name again?
Garland Dog.
I was testing you. Yes, it is. You're right. You're so drunk right now.
I'll kind of, as I overhear him start telling the story, I'll take out 2 little rocks and do some magical tinkering on them, and make the one just every couple of seconds give off like the sounds of like battle, swords clashing and whatever.
Yeah.
And the other one, well, really both of them just kind of sounds of battle, just to kind of enhance the story. And I'll just plop those down next to him.
Yeah, you're drawing the attention of everybody else in the cabin, and this has turned into a little show pretty quickly. So how about both of you roll for performance?
Me? All right.
Yep.
18.
The sound effect, the audio effects are fantastic. Oh
yeah.
And a greater orator the Green Mill Express has never seen. As when you finish the tale, the crowd bursts into actual applause, like non-ironic. They loved it, and a couple people even throw a couple coins into the old man's hat
Nice.
So what are these silver coins? What kind of coins are these?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, silvers and coppers.
Okay.
Pocket change.
Yeah.
And the old man is very excited, and he scampers on off to the bar cart. As
He's
he
gonna
leaves
fall off the train.
as he leaves, the conductor comes in, and he says, "Folks, we're going to be getting underway in just a moment. If this is your first time riding with us, welcome. A couple things to know: that your ticket in this cabin permits you to sit anywhere you like. This is an overnighter, so go ahead and get comfortable. If you decide you'd like to upgrade for a small fee, we do still have a couple cabins available on this trip. The bar cart behind me is at the front of the car and open to anyone. Cabins to the rear include, we have smaller cabins and also some first class cabins. And lastly, as a security measure, we are going to require all magical items to be stowed in the hold. The Green Mill Express is an anti-magic train for your security and your safety. If you have anything that you'd like to declare that you want kept in the caboose, now is the best time to do so.
I quickly pick up those rocks and make them stop making sounds and put them in my pocket.
Does the two fingers to his eyes and then two fingers to you. I'm watching. I'm aware of you.
They're on airplane mode. They're on airplane mode.
Turn the Bluetooth off.
Yeah, well, go ahead and put them on. Go ahead and put them on magic steam powered train mode.
Okay. So, how much for an upgrade to a cabin?
You can get yourself into one of the sleeper cabins that holds one or two, depending on how cozy you want to get, for 20 silver pieces. And you can get yourself into a larger first class cabin, which can hold several folks. He sees you sitting with Dandy and says two folks together would be more uncomfortable in there. For currently we are kind of switching to the silver standard, so it would be 50 silver pieces.
What do you guys think? Do we want to upgrade, or should we, just keep entertaining folks back here?
So it's 50 silver per person, or total?
50 silver for a first class cabin. Two folks could fit into one pretty comfortably. A third.
Hey, we should get a cabin. These people are making quite a ruckus up here, and I'd like to get some shut-eye.
Well,
yeah,
some
I could
people
use a
really
good
love
rest.
Sure, certainly. Well, he will offer to upgrade you if you would like to pay him. You can follow him back.
Yeah.
Are we free to roam around still, or are we kind of locked in there then?
No, you have freedom of the train, obviously.
All right.
We ask you not to bother the other customers, for the other passengers, for example. If you don't have a first class ticket, there's really no reason for you to be in the first class cabin. But if you'd like to follow me back this way, he will lead you into a cabin with, or a train car with 4 doors. You can see cabins. He will gesture to this one and say that it is available if any of you are looking for a single cabin. And he will also keep walking back towards the first class cabins if you would prefer one of those.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
let's have a
the
look first, maybe, and see what it looks like. See if it's worth it.
Sure. He will come back this way and.
Ooh, fancy.
Ooh.
Never been in one of these before.
And he will gesture to this door and tell you that it is there's one first class cabin available.
Well, we could almost all 3 fit in here, don't you
This one's
think?
got color.
2 in the bed, 1 on the chair. I don't mind the chair. It's about the right size for me.
How much is this
Yeah.
thing?
This will do.
50 silver.
Oh
50
yeah,
silver.
yeah, easy.
Yeah, I think it
Yes.
might be able to.
I hand him 50 silver.
You will thank you very kindly then, and say you are, like I said, of course, free to roam around the train. The bar cart is a good place to get a drink, get something to eat. Should you find yourself without provisions, it's also you'll find a place that people just like to relax.
All right,
You're
sounds
also
good.
welcome, of course, to have a seat in the traveling car anytime. But this cabin is all yours for the next day and a half until we arrive. So he
Sounds
will
good.
doff his cap to you and then head back up towards the front of the train.
Very nice.
Ah, we need
Right.
another room. I hate this chair. I can't sit comfortably in it. I shift
I guess I'll
around.
take the
Speaking of
back of the take
Who
the
gets
back
the
of the
front and
you
who
can
gets
take
the
the front.
I finally sit kind of right up
Kind of
against
an
the
odd
back,
shape.
and seems somewhat comfortable.
Oh,
Great. It's like we like lay lengthways, or like,
Mhm.
or yeah, not, or like widthways on the bed, and then Irvin's like on the back end of the chair. Then he fell out. Then he fell out. Oh,
Did it get dark? Ah, there we go. This is much more comfy.
I couldn't move you there. I had to just delete it and make a new one.
Ah,
But after just a couple minutes here, then the train will start to move.
whoa, that train's really zooming.
Yeah, it's magic, man. I told you.
I wish we could put spike strips up every time that happened.
What was that?
It's just people that just drive out.
Those dang kids.
Exactly. There's
you need to open up your window and shake your fist at them.
Get
They have
off
like a-
my lawn!
That-
like a
That'll show
paintball
'em.
gun. Just a
Mhm.
couple pops,
I have wanted to keep a paintball gun in my car so much the last year or so. I think it'd be so much fun.
Really want to have just like a bunch of like a thing, or just like a bright LED light that I can just shine out the back of my car. But when people are behind me briding me, I could just blast
Yeah.
them. I'm
Well,
definitely
I won't
probably
stop you, Matt.
illegal,
I won't stop you.
but
I won't tell anybody it was you.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, so do we just leave now?
The train is rolling out of the station.
Okay, cool. I guess I kind of maybe did my hit dice there a little bit too early.
It's okay. It's fine. Well, yeah, do you want to hang out in your cabin, or is there anything you want to do?
I'd be down for maybe hanging out for a short rest or a quick nap.
Yeah. A short rest takes an hour. You can do whatever you want. I mean, you can always do whatever you want.
I reckon that'll be fine.
Yeah, be down for a
Yeah,
quick,
I'll probably.
quick rest. Then maybe go roam to the
feel-
bar cart.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, you can complete a short rest and regain everything that you regain from short rests.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Whoops. What's that first one? What do I gain from a short rest? Not much, I don't think. Yeah, I think that's it for me. Maybe after a quick nap, gonna get up and we're gonna want to go hit up that bar cart,
Yeah.
see if they got some food.
I'll join you.
I'll go.
Is this door here beside me locked?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can apparently do it, but I'll just ask you not to move through doors that we don't open. Yeah, cabins get locked. He
Yeah.
actually handed you a key for your
Okay.
cabin
Okay.
too,
Cool.
so you have privacy in there.
Just curious. So okay.
I'll go stick my head out the window again for a bit.
Mhm.
See if
Oh,
I
and
can
that's
figure
what I'm
anything
mentioning.
out.
The windows out here in this cart, like I said, are just kind of open. In your cabin, they do have glass.
Nice.
In fact, yours has some pretty decorative stained glass.
That is fancy.
Nice.
So if you make your way back through the cabin here, you see that there are all kinds of folks, dwarves, humans, and even a elf.
Aha.
And in the
And-
bar cart, you see a bit of the same. You see a lot of folks, a lot of humans.
What
You
is that?
see
A goblin.
you see a goblin,
Nice.
and you also see another elf.
Goblin with a guitar. Or
So
something.
we got Frodo up in the top
Ukulele.
right. Yeah.
I'll maybe sit there and pull out the menu, see what they got.
Yeah, that goblin is even tuning his lute and starts to play a little ditty.
Nice.
So in here, you can get all kinds of, basically a surprising amount of food. Basically, whatever you might expect to find in a tavern for food and drink.
I'll have the Wagyu filet, medium well. Actually, just medium. Make it medium.
All right,
With,
one wiggly fillet coming up, and he brings you some spaghetti. I thought I didn't need to say this, but apparently I should. You can find anything that you would expect to find in a tavern in D&D here on this train.
I said Wagyu filet because we were just looking at some today at work. Just online, not IRL. I would have ate them.
You have the most interesting IT job I've ever heard of.
Right?
What were you looking at? Or were you just talking about them and got curious?
Yeah, we were talking about them and then got curious and then looked them up.
Cool.
I'll post a link here in a second.
That's really not necessary.
Y'all are gonna get hungry.
I'm already hungry most of the time, Eddie. I don't need this. Well, anyway, as you know, your food comes out, whatever you want to order, whatever you want to drink, it gets brought out to you, and it'll cost you like 10 silver a piece, and they will bring you some good stuff. It's actually some pretty top of the line stuff, and 10 silver might sound a little steep, but it's kind of like ordering on an airplane. You know, it's a little expensive because of the convenience. So, with the ride kind of getting underway, and people getting a drink or two in them, this goblin is going to stand right up on his bar stool actually and start to play. And he sings a song about home and about family that is surprisingly touching for maybe what you might expect from a goblin. And you, let's see here, you Garland actually feel your foot start to tap out of it just kind of happens subconsciously.
Oh, you're saying mine now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think about tinkering a bit and making one of the stones do a little bit of a drum beat, but then I'm like, sounds perfect the way it is. I wouldn't want to ruin it. I just leave it.
Mm. When you kind of consider it and you pull your stone out of your pocket, the conductor actually peeks his head
Oh,
in.
right.
And he points at his eyes
Yep.
and points at you.
Forgot.
He's like,
I forgot. I forgot. Sorry.
magic-free train.
Sorry. I forgot.
And he slowly backs out of the car,
Hey.
just staring at you.
Oh, never mind. He left. Actually, my curiosity won't let me. I gotta go up to him. Is the door locked there? Or?
Yeah, he shuts the door behind him. Are you trying to open it?
Mhm. Yep.
It's not locked.
Oh yeah, I open it. Is he? Where is he?
It's behind
the
the
next-
other doors.
The next door locked?
No.
Hey, so I can't help but wonder, just what makes this thing go? I've never seen anything quite like it.
Magic. That's why it's so important that we don't have passengers participating in magic.
Yeah,
or,
no, I totally
carrying unchecked
understand.
magic objects.
Yep. These
we
aren't
have
actually
we have a thing called
magical.
magic train mode.
Yeah, no,
where,
these aren't
we don't
actually
want
magical by
interfering.
themselves. It's I have to do something to them to make them do it. They're just regular old rocks.
Mm-hmm.
That's
fine.
Yeah, what kind of magic is this that does this? It's real curious, and I'll go stick my head out the window again, trying to see what's going on out there.
It's proprietary, of course. I'm not going to give away the farm. I got a family to feed. You know?
No, that you run this whole thing by yourself?
Well, I run this car by myself. We have stewards and bartenders and folks that help me keep it profitable.
Boy, that's quite impressive.
Say, roll for Arcana as you stick your head out the window and try to suss it out.
Oh dang, I'm good at that. 24.
You have seen this before, as you know, kind of what you do. You don't know exactly how it works. You can't crack the whole code from peeking out the window a couple times, but you know that it involves magnets, which is if science is magic, it's a type of magic that most folks might not understand, but someone like you does.
I look at it and I'm just quietly to myself like, magnets, bitch.
Oh god, that's good. He turns around in a panic and kicks the door shut and says, "Hey, shut!"
Oh, sorry. I just all of a sudden just clicked. That's quite ingenious.
God, that's
very
joke.
Clever.
That's a very good magnet joke that you just made.
So you've seen Breaking Bad?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
No, I was laughing at you saying that it suddenly just clicked.
Oh, I see. That was unintentional. That was intentional. It was very clever. You're welcome.
I know that you know.
Yeah, no, I'm terrible sorry. Your secret's safe with me. I have no real interest in you know, being any competition to you or anything. It's just these kinds of things just make me really curious, and
Mm-hmm.
I can't couldn't rest until I understood it a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's quite impressive.
Well, thank you.
Have
I
you
I will
have you
thank you to
considered
keep it to yourself, obviously. And
have you considered digging tunnels underground and taking all the air out of them? It would reduce the air friction. I think
well,
you'd really get a lot more speed that way. Now it seems
yeah,
boring,
obviously,
but
I
that
almost
really works
think
well.
exclusively about digging holes in the ground. I am a dwarf,
Uh-huh.
so of course, yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, so by the way, so you had to Moonfell and Greenmill quite a bit, huh?
Every 3 days.
Anything you can tell me about this whole gold turning into stone thing? Did it happen?
Well, I've heard of it. Um, when we haven't experienced it much here on the Express.
Haven't experienced it
This
much, as in you don't have much gold, or it hasn't turned?
No, actually, that's a great question. And as you kind of think about it, in your first class cabin, in the dining cabin, um, you actually notice that there are golden appliances, there are golden doorknobs. Um, it's the first gold you've seen in a long time. And he says our anti magic field on the train actually helps us a lot with that. I suspect that there is something about it that is making us impervious to whatever's happening.
Quite clever. I checked my coin purse. Are my gold pieces still stone?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Right. So it's not easily reversible. Have you heard, I'm sure you heard from your passengers, customers, whatever. Did it happen in Moonfell before at Greenmill? Or was Greenmill first?
What now?
Like, did the gold start turning, not on the train, but I'm sure you heard it, from customers complaining about it or whatever, when they'd board the train. I was just curious if it happened in Moonfell before Greenmill or Greenmill before Moonfell.
Well, the first time I reckon I heard about it was some folks getting on in Moonfell.
How long ago was that?
A couple weeks.
Interesting. Yeah, we're actually on a mission, kind of to try to figure out what's going on.
Well,
maybe even
good luck.
Maybe even reverse it if we can. Seeing the kind of magic you've got on this here train, you might just be able to help. I might be back to try to search you out.
Well, you know exactly where to find me every 3 days, basically.
Alright, you have a nice day.
Sure. You can come back into the bar cart where, just to narrate a little bit for you what's happened since you've left. The goblin at the bar playing his lute has been getting more and more showboaty, and I think that, assuming you carry it, he's noticed by now, Dandy, that you have one as well. And he plays, moving a little bit closer to you every couple minutes.
Wants to get a bit of a competition going on.
And he hasn't looked at you. He hasn't, looked you in the eye or anything. He hasn't talked to you or anything. But he is really showboating it right in the middle of the aisle.
What's he playing? What type of, like, a genre type of thing?
Like mostly like 70s classic rock, a lot of Zeppelin, a lot of
Nice. Nice.
stuff like that.
What instrument is he playing?
It's a lute.
I think it's a rock lute.
Nice.
It's a rock. It's
electric
yeah,
lute.
it's a rock lute. It's one of those lutes that goes up to 11 strings.
Why 11? Why not just 10?
Thank you. Have inspiration, Matt.
Thank you. Nice. All right. Well, I'm kind of there. I'm just trying to not notice him, but more and more that I'm drinking, I'm kind of get more and more annoyed at him. Yeah. I don't know. Where are you at, Garland?
He's kind of over here, just standing right next to this elf.
Okay. I'm just curious. Just
Just drinking his frog juice and staring at everybody.
I'll be kind of just muttering a little bit more under my breath, like every time that the goblin like does something that's like, oh, you should have done that or something. Like I critique everything he does, and finally if he gets too much over, and maybe if there's like a break in his song, or if one of the song ends
yeah, he wraps up Stairway to Heaven and will raise his lute in the air like an axe and tell folks, I'm going to take a couple minutes break now. If you need me for requests, or if you'd like to buy me a drink, I'll be over here at the bar. And then, as he turns to go, he gives you a look and a wink and a smirk and heads over to start, collecting drinks.
I think I want to do this. Does it look like there's people gonna go over like to talk?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Right. As soon as I see that, then I will stand up and I will say, ladies and gentlemen, please. If you think that that's impressive, I truly feel sorry for you. If you want real entertainment, prepare yourselves. And I have like the lute kind of strung, in a way that I can like almost like flick it so that like it swivels on me, and like lands, perfectly.
Yeah. He just swings around.
And I'll do a little bit of strumming, and then I will break into an epic song. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, roll for performance. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, it's so good. What kind of music do you want to play? You can do whatever you want.
First, I will do here. We'll do something to get their attention first.
Mm.
Then I'll do really epic tale, a real tearjerker. Then finish it off with another light, uplifting melody.
Yeah, it's great. People love it. Yeah, you play very, very, very well. And as you are kind of turning to take in the adoration of the cheering crowd, you hear as a lute rings out, and the goblin is on the bar now. And you have to like turn around back to see him again because you've been kind of absorbed by the people clapping on the back. And he breaks out into another song himself, and he does pretty well. Yeah, he gets an 18 for his performance check. And yeah, it's people are getting pretty hype. So in fact, like people are starting to come in from the other cars Like, what is happening in here?
All right. I will I'll look him in the eye and I'll begin to strum as well.
Okay. For another one here, he actually jumps in with you. It is playing at the same time. So
Okay.
make opposing performance checks on this one.
Oh, so wait.
So roll performance against him rolling performance right now.
Got it. Okay. One better.
Okay. So this is something that just kind of goes on for a little while. The two of you going back and forth, playing off of each other, playing with each other, and by the end of this song, he is right next to you, and he, if you're receptive to it, he is really loving this and loving you. And he goes in to do one of those things where one guitar player leans his back into the other guy's guitar or the other guy's back, and they're just grinding on their axes at the same time, and the crowd is going nuts.
I think I'll get into it. The more and more that we're playing together, I think the more I kind of soften up and kind of really enjoy playing with it. Once I kind of see that, he's not just a show off. He may be as much as what I had initially thought. He's got some skill.
Yeah, he's more than a little relieved that you didn't leave him hanging, and by the end of it, you are just for the record really outplaying him, and you have earned a lot of respect from this goblin.
Rightfully
I'm
so.
gonna give him another token as I go along here real quick to hopefully make this a little easier to see. So yeah, by the end here, he will buy you a drink and ask if he can sit with you.
Yeah, pull up a chair.
Thank you.
Name's
And he
Bitters.
he has to kind of scamper up it a little bit to climb and crawl, but he makes it up into the chair.
It's like shows a little bit of like a animal side. But I put up my hand. Name's Bitters. Andy Bitters.
Pleasure to meet you, Dandy. I'm not a liar.
What was that again?
Not a liar?
Not a layer. Is that Midfordland or Navia?
Is it what?
I don't know. I was trying to grab names from the map.
Oh, off the world map.
From sounds. Are you from Uwinklegia?
Let me figure out what you're doing.
top orange. I have no idea.
I'm also trying to get him another token to make him stand out a little bit better. He's gonna be huge for a second. Don't freak out. Whatever you do, don't panic. There's not a monster goblin taking over the train like Godzilla. Boom!
Really
Now
shredded
remember,
there.
I told you not to freak out. Remember that I told you that.
That's true. What did you say his name was again?
Copy and...
His name is Not a Liar, is what I heard.
Not a liar. Nice.
Oh, okay. That checks
not
out.
a liar. That's.
Yes, that's right. I'm not a liar, and I'm not a liar.
That's exactly what a liar would say.
Well, you've got me there, I suppose. He really doesn't stand out against that map very much, does he? Kind of like almost do.
Coming out of there. Brings you around here.
I'm on my way to the capital. I'm a
Oh,
street performer.
no kidding. Yeah.
What do you do?
Well, to tell you the truth, right now, kind of in between fence, as it were. Yeah, we was with
Ah,
this
the starving artist.
truly. Yeah, I was with Maestro Peepas. I'm not sure if you've heard of him. More than just a horse and pony show, but it was a real good thing going on there. But then had a couple
Oh,
incidents there.
sure. Yeah. How is
Uh,
Peepa?
oh, well, be better. He's dead. Yeah, that's well, real sad one there on that part there.
Mm.
Yeah, real strange. We had a couple of audience members form this or start causing a ruckus over gold gone missing. We checked, the coins were still there, but they were just turned to stone. Strangest thing I ever saw.
Oh,
Anyway,
sure.
riot broke out and or Maestro got stampled in it or stabbed in it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I suppose that makes sense. My daddy always told me not to keep all of my savings in gold. That's why I invest so heavily in teeth.
Yeah, kind of noticed you got all 48 of them there on display.
Oh, well, yeah, but I mean and he pulls out his pouch and it is full of teeth.
Nice.
Ooh.
Of
Like they're
decent
like,
teeth.
do they look like human teeth? Or just different types of teeth? Or like they look like the real teeth?
You don't have to roll for it. Yeah, they're definitely real. Some of them look human.
Okay. That's a peculiar
There's
hobby.
also some of them that are like really sharp, like some kind of predator. There's also some that are like abnormally large, like you could maybe guess without checking, without rolling that maybe.
Dude, what did you say? It cut out right when you said it.
Maybe a horse.
Got it. Interesting. That's kind of a peculiar hobby. What what made you take up teeth collecting?
Collecting. Well, it's just childhood passion, I suppose. I like to play, gesturing to his lute, but this is truly my art.
Ever do anything with those teeth? Put them on display? I mean, the ones in the pouch.
Oh, they make wonderful decorations. Yeah.
Can't say I've ever heard of bone sculptures, but never really much of the teeth. Seems like you need an awful lot of them to do much of anything.
Sure do. That's what makes them so precious.
Don't mind me asking, but which ones are you most proud of?
My favorite? Oh, this
Mhm.
one. Like no question. He pulls out this really large, very sharp tooth.
My goodness, where'd that come from?
Have you ever heard of an exotic beast? This creature lives deep in the swamps. It's called a camel.
Camel. Yeah. Can't rightly say I've heard of one living in a swamp before.
Roll a nature check. There you go. Yeah, 15 is good enough to know not only do camels not live in swamps, they don't have sharp teeth.
That's
Yeah,
that's
it's
strange.
quite a beast. Most men hardly ever live to see one, or at least they don't live long enough to tell the tale.
Is there any way, Dave, that I could roll something to try to figure out to see if I might know what it actually might be from?
Yeah, with a 15, I guess, because this has your attention, you can just do it all kind of on one roll. It looks like it's probably an alligator.
Now, let me ask you a question. Not a liar. This camel, swamp camel, you say?
Yep.
Is it long and green, scaly?
Well, that's what the guy told me. The dealer I collect them from.
Yeah. This is a used teeth dealer.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, I have another guy for my new, factory line teeth.
Mm-hmm.
But this is more of an antiquities dealer.
Well, I really hate to be the one to have to break your bubble like this, not a liar, but afraid you might have got gypped on that one there.
What do you mean?
Well, you see, being in circus folk like I am, we've traveled an awful lot and had a lot of strange animals and creatures ourselves. And fact is, we've had camels, and they only got small, little square teeth.
You had a camel?
Sure.
What cause did you have for a camel in the circus?
Well, every Wednesday we would have it on display.
Oh my gosh.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, that sounds like quite a circus.
It really was.
Well, I'm gonna have to, agree to disagree with you on this one. I love this camel tooth. It's my favorite.
That's fair. But what if I told you that the name of the creature behind that tooth was something much more fearsome sounding than camel?
Well, I don't know, maybe.
If I told you it was a crocodile.
Oh, well, that's a croc if I ever heard one. You can't trick me. I don't know who you think you are, talking to not a liar like that. I'm back to the bar.
Hey, not a liar. Could be an alligator. Oh well. See you later.
See you later.
It's an alligator.
Well, I'll be over here if you need me.
Just when you start to know it, you think you got a guy figured out. I'll take a long sip on my whatever they're serving.
You notice that Not a Liar goes back over to the bar and sits down next to a guy who is pretty deep in his cups. He's not very chatty, and Not a Liar turns back and says, I'm gonna come back and see you sometime.
At least so. So, Orvin, I'll lean over the table if Orvin's there. Saw you talking to the train conductor. Anything there on the gold conspiracies?
Well, see, the gold on the train here didn't turn. Which makes sense, because they've got this anti-magic field around the train. Really quite the impressive train. Like, you wouldn't believe how they make this thing go. Have you ever heard... Actually, no, wait, never mind. I told him I wouldn't tell anyone. But yeah, apparently the gold started turning in Moonfell a few weeks before Greenmill. So I'm starting to think our suspicions that it's starting, or it's being caused by something in Moonfell. Really starting to make a lot of sense. So we'll have to see if we can find some information there.
Anti-magic field. Huh, interesting. Yeah. Oh, well.
Good talk, like always.
Next time, try to use some common in your speech. Thanks.
Yeah. Sorry, I keep forgetting. It's on me.
In this country, we speak common, boy.
I go over and I smack him.
I switch into Elvish or what do I speak? Okay, I speak Dwarvish. Okay, so.
We don't go in for none of that gobbledygook. No one says that. That's not.
Yeah,
No one says that.
I turn around and smack the guy behind me there. Was that you?
Right. What?
Never mind. Alright, so what time of the day are we looking at here? Like
It's been about dinner time. Yeah, the cart has kind of filled and starting to empty again as folks have come in and gotten something to eat and headed back out.
Alright. Anything else we want to do in the next day? Or do we just kind of hang out and take a long rest?
Oh.
We should try to figure out a way to steal that gold and turn it into stone. Nah, that probably won't be very nice.
Actually, that gives me an idea, though. I go back up to Mr. Conductor Man. What was his name again? Did he ever give his name?
Mr. Conductor Man?
Yeah.
It was
Name's
John Bob.
Name's Trawl, Captain Trawl.
Trawl, yeah. Hey, Trawl. Got a proposition for you.
Yeah.
Well, I guess first I have a question.
Just keep waltzing in here anytime, I guess. Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, okay, thanks. I wasn't sure.
No, love to have you.
So, a question.
Is this your first ride?
Yeah.
Do we need to get you a little pin with some wheels on it?
Actually, that would be great. Do you have any?
I
No.
overhear that and like.
Oh man, you should start making those and selling those. You can make some extra money.
Did. It's very popular with very small children.
Yeah, I totally understand. It sounds great.
Yeah.
Anywho, I came up here for something. Oh, I got a proposition for you, but first a question. This anti-magic field.
Yeah.
Is it just inside the train, or does it extend outside of the train? Or how big of an area is this?
Why you want to know so much about my security?
Well, see, we're working, like I said, we're working on a mission to try to figure out what's happening to this gold. And you just might be able to help. See, I noticed you've got some, doorknobs here and there, a little bit of gold on the train still. How about I buy some of that gold from you for a pretty fair exchange rate in silver? Even all it would take is just a chip off of a doorknob, even. Which I got tools I can easily, chip a little bit off somewhere where it won't be noticed. And then I'd like to take it outside of this magic field, and I've got all kinds of, and I pull out like my belt with all kinds of vials and test tubes and fluids and gases and everything. There's a whole mess of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta.
And I like to
yeah,
run
you're really
some
picking up a lot of
experiments.
steam here. Let me stop you.
Oh.
No, I don't want you to. Please, I cannot express to you enough how much I don't want you to be chipping off parts of my train. You understand? Am I extremely clear about that?
Well, yes, but
Okay, wonderful.
if I was
That's
able
great.
to chip off a little
No,
piece somewhere
I'm
and you
gonna go
couldn't
ahead and
even
stop you again. I'm
find
gonna
where
go
it
ahead and stop you
was,
again. Nope.
you wouldn't happen
No.
to have any gold pieces, just
Nope.
regular old gold pieces.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the engine. This is really not for passengers.
I go over there. So, was that a yes or a no on the do you have gold pieces, or
And he shuts
because
the
we
door.
could really need? Man, I feel like we were really getting somewhere there.
Yeah, you were bonding.
He's
He's on the other side of the door, also like leaned up against it, like.
So Orvin's now in one of those. He's now got his mind set to something, and he's not seeing or hearing anything else. So he heads back to the room, and oops. I'll take a look. So what kind of things are around here that are gold?
Let's see, would the bed post be brass or something? Yeah, they can be gold. The drawer pulls for the dresser there can be gold. Maybe the latches on the windows, doorknob. This is first class all the way, baby.
Alright, I'll go to the inside of the doorknob.
Mm-hmm.
And underneath the doorknob, like not on the part you would touch, and you wouldn't see it unless you got down underneath the doorknob and looked up.
Yeah.
I'll
Or if the doorknob turned.
No, but it's just wait, I have to check something. Hang on.
Also, I would like to turn into a small spider
Nice.
Ooh.
and start exploring.
Okay.
I'm assuming a spider can probably get in like locked doors and things like that. I think like just go underneath, unless they're sealed
A
tight.
spider
but...
can. Yes. However, when you try to do it, it does not work.
Oh, I cannot change.
You feel a
It's the
zap
AMF.
on your skin. You feel a zap on your skin, similar to like in our world, if you were to walk across a rug in your socks and touch a doorknob.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just looked at a doorknob, and at least on the doorknob in my room here, there's that little part, like the entire doorknob doesn't. Something's fastened to the door, you know.
Okay.
So the entire thing doesn't turn.
Yeah.
So it'd be on the part that doesn't turn, that would stay face down.
Okay.
I'll take out some of my tools. I've got thieves' tools, which would have enough of a little something, I would imagine, to just chip off just a little bit of gold. Not much, just barely more than a scratch.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check. Trying to do this really fine motor skill.
I will try to cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
Does it work?
No.
Oh no. Okay. Ooh, 22.
Pretty good. Yeah. You get a piece just the size you want off of there. A little sliver.
And then also take out a piece of silver and just put it in one of the drawers over here.
Like a silver coin into the drawer?
Yeah, just a silver coin. I want to pay for the gold I'm taking. I don't want to just steal it.
You write a little note beside it.
Nah, no note. Sorry for the mess. Yeah. Yep. Um. Now we're in a bit of a pickle. Actually, I take the little piece that I've got and I chop it in half. So now it's two
Let me
even
see.
tinier pieces.
If this works, while you're at it, sun's starting to go down.
Sun's getting real low,
Nice.
big guy.
There's lights in the room.
Ooh.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Great.
Looks good.
Wait. Hold on.
So I'll open the window and take one of the two tiny pieces of gold
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of stick my arm out the window.
Okay.
Hold it there for, I don't know, 30 seconds or so.
Okay.
Pull it back in and look at it. Is it still gold?
Mm-hmm. It's gold.
Dang. Alright, alright. So I'll pull out my alchemy stuff. I'll start mixing some stuff together.
Okay.
Now you tell me. I'll tell you what I want to make, or what I want to
Okay.
do, and then you tell me if it works or if I can.
Okay.
One, I want to take one little vial, basically make a epoxy
Okay.
so that it hardens, and I want to put one of the gold pieces just in the center of it, just kind of suspended in the epoxy, so that it hardens completely before we leave the train, and it's not touching the glass or anything. It's just suspended in the hardened epoxy.
Okay. Okay.
And then the other one, how would I do this? I somehow, and the only way I can think of to kind of do it, which won't really do it at all, but I'm an alchemist, I can probably come up with something. I want to basically create a vacuum. The only way I can think of is the old, take a little saucepan, put some water in it, place a little candle in the center, light the candle,
Okay.
put a test tube with the gold in it, kind of stuck to the top of it, put a test tube and
Do you
kind of
have
lower it
all of
down
these
on the
things?
water. I would have a lot of test tubes. I mean, I would say, yeah, we'd have to have
Yeah.
water. The candle might be. I might not have a candle. I'd have something to make a little bit of flame.
Okay.
But basically,
And the idea, I'm guessing, is that you get the water to boil?
no, you stick a.
Hmm.
I think that's how you do it. You stick the test tube in the water so that the rim is so that it's airtight while the candle's lit, and then the candle burns up all the oxygen inside the test tube, and now you've got
I see.
not really a vacuum, but as much of a vacuum as I can think of that I can manage.
Okay.
So those two. So the idea would be one gold piece suspended in epoxy and another one that's in as much of a vacuum as I can manage,
Is there
which probably
anything
isn't much.
that costs you like a spell slot or whatever to do tinkering? Like, how does your tinkering work?
That not really. Like if I do a
Not
clockwork
really.
device,
Okay.
or if I do the the stones that I did before would technically be magic.
Mm-hmm.
But this is all just alchemy,
Gotcha.
not magic.
I'm just gonna have you just roll Arcana to see how well you
Okay.
perform this feat. Mm-hmm.
20.
Yeah, you feel pretty good about it.
All right, and then I'll just stow both of them away and just kind of wait until we get off the train to try to do more
Okay.
tests on him.
Sure. Let's cut over to Garland. What are you doing over there, Marvin?
You just hear me finishing up a story, and I said, and like I said, that was no worm, boy.
Yeah, you're talking to this lady, this
Yeah.
wood elf,
Yeah.
and she is like enthralled by it, and actually like kind of grabs you by the hand and pulls you down to sit next to her as you tell her this story,
Yeah.
and she is loving it.
Mm-hmm. Just retelling these tales.
Oh, what an adventure!
Not
Your
for
life must
everyone.
be so exciting.
That's what people keep telling me, but
Oh, and modest too. Listen to you.
yeah. But yeah, I'll just keep talking. If people
Mhm,
want to listen, most people they tend to not really like my tales, but
mhm.
I guess I'm kind of like, cool, people are listening, so I keep talking.
Yeah, she's loving it.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much what I'm doing.
Yeah, she seems to just really. This is great. She actually pulls out a hip flask and offers you a nip.
I know I got my own here, kind of like pad my coat.
Hmm. Yeah, she just keeps you busy. She just keeps asking for more and more stories.
Yeah, well, I've got plenty of them. I mean, this guy does not run out. He's got plenty.
She's doing a lot of that thing where like she's tossing her hair back and she keeps touching your arm and laughing, like really throwing her head back and laughing.
Well, to Garland, that doesn't really. I mean, he doesn't even notice that. I mean, he's all about
Yeah.
storytelling. I mean, he could
Hmm.
be talking to basically a fence post, and he'd be telling it the same. So
And that's what she loves about you too.
yeah,
I don't think I've ever met someone like you, Garland.
I'm kind of just like shocked by it, but I'm but I mean, to me, like the compliments aren't really. Again, I don't really even notice them. It's just, I mean, it's like a strictly business is what I'm sharing.
Hmm.
It's like this is need to know information, and I'm just sharing it as needed. So
Sure.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably just keep talking, and then I don't know, several hours later, maybe I'll get up and go, or
Hmm.
maybe I'll fall asleep.
Yeah, you can eventually drag yourself away. Uh, Probably a little bit exhausted because this lady can actually like just not keep her hands off you. She loves her some Garland.
I see. All right. Well, I'm pretty much unaffected by it, so I
Hmm.
mean, hopefully she doesn't wear herself out.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, I mean, I guess eventually I'll get up and say I have to brew a little more of this grog. So be seeing you
Okay.
later.
See you around.
Is there there's no way to get off this train, is there? Like,
I mean, the train's moving, but you are currently between cabins, which is kind of how you got onto the train, up train further. So if the train were stopping, you could jump off right here. I mean, you could jump off right now, but it would probably hurt a lot.
can I step outside like that?
No, you're standing on a little platform between the doors. Off, if you stepped off that way, you would
Okay,
be
so
stepping down
okay,
on the track.
so okay. Can I try to transform now?
You can try.
It doesn't let me.
Doesn't work.
Okay.
In fact, Garland, tell you what, it's you kind of think what's going on. Make a perception check.
Okay.
You notice that the thing you do when you try to use your magic,
That thing you do.
every time you do that thing, it's not a slow song, Marvin. So every time you typically do this, I know that you have this like druidic focus, this item that you keep that maybe you clutch in your hand, or maybe it's like worn on the necklace or whatever it is that you like to do with it. Um, when you're probably confused and maybe a little upset about why it's not working, um, you realize when you go to do it this time, it's not there.
Hmm. Well, then I will go back to that woman, and I'll seize her by the throat.
What woman?
She's not there.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Well, then
Uh-oh.
basically, I start going around. I'm gonna knock on this cabin here.
Let's see which cabin. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is anyone inside his fingernails? And he kind of chews one off and then turns his head and spits it. And said, "What can I do for you?"
I basically kind of ignore him and I poke my head in and I look around, see if I
Mhm.
see anyone in there. Do I see
No,
her?
you don't see her in there. It's a very small cabin. It's quite a bit smaller than your own.
Okay.
But
Does the door open inward or outward?
it swings. It actually slides into the wall.
Okay, then I just grab the door and I just slide it shut again, and then I just go over to this one
Mhm.
and do the same.
That
Not really
one.
even say anything. Yeah.
You're trying to open it.
Well, I knock on it.
Mhm. There
Yeah.
is no response.
Okay, I try to open it or break it open.
It is locked.
Can I use a strength check? No.
You want to try to break it? Yeah.
Uh,
What's your strength?
I try to strength check it.
Half elf in the hallway. This is like I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do that. As you
Wait.
put your shoulder into it.
Wait, what half elf?
The guy you were just talking to, chewing his
Oh, well, I
fingernails.
closed the door. Did he go out?
Oh, I had him step into the hallway since I couldn't open the door. But yeah, he goes back in.
I can't see anything in here. So if there was a guy, I can't see him. I don't know why.
Oh, right.
It's
Yeah,
all
hold on.
grayed out.
I'll put some light in the hallway.
Okay. Okay.
How's that do?
Yeah, I can see now.
Mm-hmm.
So none of my spells work. That's pretty much all this guy does. So, what kind of locks are these? I mean,
Pretty simple.
I've got a scimitar. I'd like to maybe just kind of try to pry it open.
A scimitar probably wouldn't work as well as thieves' tools or like a dagger, even. It might work. I mean, you could try to knock the lock out of the door with it, I guess. It's like slashing damage. Yeah, you can try it. I mean, you can always try.
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay.
Do I make an attack roll or what
Yeah.
do I do?
Let me think. Coming up with an AC for this lock. Okay.
Okay. That was a 6.
A 6 hits the door, but it's not enough to like knock the lock out. It would be a miss versus AC.
Okay, I'm gonna come down to this door here and knock on
Mhm.
this one here.
Yeah. And that one. There we go. That's how you do it. Yep. Inside, there is moving from this layer to this layer. A man, a human man.
Okay, I'll poke my head in, see nothing, close the door,
Mhm.
and try this door over here.
He's like, okay, bye.
Yeah, I don't even say anything. I just kind of maybe grunt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you try that door.
Yeah.
If you knock, there is no response.
Okay, I make attack roll against this one here then.
Okay.
Damn it.
A 7 kind of bangs off the door, but it doesn't break it. And this guy kind of peeks his head out in the hallway, like, "What are you doing?" And sees the sword in your hand and said, "Okay, no, that's okay," and shuts the door behind.
Yeah. So I sheath the scimitar and I come back up here because I figure person probably couldn't have gotten past me because I was down here. So I'm going to come up here. I'm just kind of start looking underneath things.
Yeah.
Just like slowly make my way up.
Yeah, a steward of the train will kind of see you coming and stop you actually kind of before you get to the bar cart and says, "Sir, can I help you? Are you okay?"
I just misplaced something.
"Oh, I'm sorry. What is it? Maybe I can help you find it."
I'll think about it, and then I'll see or Dandy up here, and I'll just kind of ignore him, and I'll walk up to Dandy and ask Dandy if do you see a elf girl? She's about yay high.
No.
I don't trust any of these other people.
Did you do something?
Yeah, she took something. Took my focus.
What? Your focus?
That's what I said. And I'll
Uh,
just
nah.
kind of move on then after I figure he's no help. And I'll knock on the conductor door.
Oh, cripes. Everybody wants to get a tour tonight. Yes.
Whoops, I may have him in a bad mood already. Sorry.
Can I go in? Okay. I was like, what's the security like on this train?
Excellent.
Well, there's a, do you have a manifest?
Yes.
I'd like to see it.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to give it to you. I just
I'll
told
say
you my security is excellent. I'm not going to just give it to anyone else.
There's a person on this train that should not be on here. I believe she's on here without a
I have
ticket.
met several of them today. Yes.
Do you know who this person is?
Well, there is a little gnome that it has been bothering me quite a bit. Wouldn't mind if he wasn't on the train anymore.
There's a scrawny thing, elf, 20 years old. Do you have her on the manifest?
Sorry, I'm not gonna tell you this.
Well, then we have a problem, sir.
Well, you're welcome to get off the train anytime you like.
You don't want a problem with me, sir.
He's holding like a big spanner wrench in his hand that he's been working on the engine with. And he
Uh-oh.
and he kind of like puts it across the back of his shoulders and with both hands on it, kind of like twists and cracks his neck and plays with the grip, flexes his fingers on it.
Is this how you treat all your customers? You refuse to help them when things are stolen?
Well, stolen. You claim that you have something stolen, but uh, you know, I prefer to look at it as this is how I treat my customers when strange men come looking for them. I'm not going to tell you what cabin they're in.
And you're going to do nothing about it, though?
I don't know really what you're expecting from me, sir. I drive a train.
Are you not the captain, the conductor?
I
And don't you have an obligation to your patrons?
No.
I see. Then we do have a problem.
My obligation is to make sure that you arrive at your destination on time.
And there's no security on board this train?
Well, you are you are of course welcome to take it up with the steward. Um,
And who be the steward?
he points at the guy you were talking to that you kind of ignored and walked past. kind of back into the last cabin.
I'll go see if he can help me. If not, I'm coming back. Dell, close the door.
Yeah, he'll close the door behind you, and you can hear actually a click when he does.
Okay, I'm gonna ask this steward. Are you the steward?
Yes.
Do you have a manifest of who's all on board this train?
Of course.
There's a person on here without a ticket.
Is that right? Wow, that must have been quite a trick.
And they're stealing.
Is that right?
What are you gonna do about it?
Well, do you have what is who's the person that I should be looking for here?
It's an elf,
Mhm.
female.
And does this elf have a name?
No idea. I assume her mother gave her one though.
Oh, that is most likely. Um, well, what is it that she's said to have stolen?
I don't even know what this is. Is it like a jewelry thing?
I guess it's up to you what you want it to be. Um, it would be it's a item that you use to focus your magic when you are spell casting. So I suppose it could be like a trinket of some sort that is important to you, significant to you, that um, maybe like a token of what makes you a druid or something. Um, a totem, perhaps, or something like that.
Yeah, it's a bear
Up to you.
totem. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
sure.
what it is. A small little totem.
Mm. And what does this look like? This totem?
You've never seen a totem before?
Well, I have. There's different types. I know. I guess if you tell her that it's a bear totem.
Oh, yeah, it's a bear
Uh,
totem. Ever see a bear out in the wild?
hmm. Oh, it's you. Well, we've been hearing quite a bit of tales about you and your bears lately, sir. It's nice to have such a celebrity on board. I hear you've been regaling the passengers with tales of how you fought a bear.
I'm gonna lean in on him and say, "This is no time for stories, boy." I'm gonna do an intimidation on him.
Okay, it's pretty good. Yeah, she is intimidated. I was like, now, sir, there's no need to be aggressive. It's just that been hearing that there's a grizzly man on board who's telling quite a bit of tall tales today.
Time's a waste, and she could be anywhere on this train with security as lax as this.
Well, the good news is there's only two ways she could have gone. Either that away, and she points to the engine, or that away, and she points to the tail.
Is she working for you?
Well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to do some investigation. I don't rightly know who you're talking about yet, but oh,
Do you not have the manifest?
well, I have a manifest, but you haven't given me a name.
And do you not keep track of who the people are on the manifest?
Are you suggesting that we racially profile our passengers?
You'd be dumb not to.
Sir, that is highly illegal.
Even civilized countries do it on their passports.
Well, she
They're
will assure you
random
that,
checks,
that she
guys.
will look into it. And
Well, I'll go with you.
okay. she'll head off down train and come into this cabin and look around and look at you. You know, are any of these folks who you're looking for?
Do these look like elves to you?
No. There's no need to be snippy. And
Now
she
check the
will.
manifest. Mark these people off.
Okay, she'll do that. And then she'll come into here and say, Mr. Shaymore, is an elf. Are you sure that it wasn't a man that you're looking for?
I'll just kind of stare at her for a little bit to make sure she gets the point that no, I did not say
Mr.
a man.
Shaymore. Check him off. And let's see.
Check these doors, these locked doors.
She will, and she'll say, "Oh, it seems that someone's been at this with a scimitar."
I'll kind of motion over to the man over there and say I saw him fiddling with it.
At this doorway here.
Yeah.
Fiddling with it.
She's like, "Well, we will." we will. That is second on my list to deal with, but I could tell you for certain that behind this door, the guest is not a female dwarf or not a female elf. If that will satisfy your curiosity.
Okay, I'll motion to this door up here too.
Oh, that cabin is empty. And when you kind of came back here earlier, with the captain, he actually offered that one to you as an empty one. If you will recall.
And when this person, when she said that there's not a female elf listed, this, I'll be like, so you do have the races on there.
All right. And she'll, under her breath, kind of walk past this door and say a bunch of douchebags in this one. This is
I don't have any light here, so I'm not sure exactly where.
such a pity, she'll say. Must be very hard for you to see back here. And she will say, well, now this, and she'll knock on this door here. And there will be no answer.
Do you have the key? Or do we need to break it down?
Sir, I'm not going to let you into someone's cabin because you claim to have been robbed. We guarantee your privacy in your cabin, and we offer the same guarantee to everyone else in theirs.
You respect a thief, do you?
I do maintain that our guests are not going to be treated as guilty just because they are accused.
Well, who's behind this cabin?
A passenger, sir.
Race? Gender?
She's not gonna tell you that.
I'm gonna try to look at the manifest that if she has it like in her hand or
Yeah.
something.
Okay. Perception check. Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, that's good. Ooh, that's good. You catch a glimpse of a name, and it is Kisserket Havel.
Did this person ever tell me her name during?
I don't think she would have. No.
And it doesn't. She doesn't have it listed on the manifest of what like race or anything like that.
No, it just has a name.
Well, I'm convinced it's the alpha. This is it. This is it. You must open it. Where's the key?
She's very firmly no. I'm not gonna let you into someone else's room.
Well, the person could be in there dying if she doesn't open the door. Knock on it.
I did.
Don't you think it's a bit weird that they're not answering the door?
No. Lots of people are in the bar cart. There are people sitting on,
We've searched the entire train.
they could be in another cabin with company.
We've searched the entire train. Is there more to this train than that we would have searched, or?
There's a caboose. Yeah, the captain mentioned the caboose in the back.
So behind us there could be.
Could be. But she, if you're asking, she will tell you that the caboose stays locked for safety during the whole trip. Valuables are kept back there. Magic items are kept back there. No one is permitted to go into the caboose during the
So where could she be if she's not here?
this. I
Use the thinker.
I feel like perhaps what I should be saying to explain this to you is that I don't care about this as much as you do.
You don't
I
care
think
that your guests get robbed. Is
I
that what
think
you're
I've
telling me?
entertained this quite long enough. You know, I'm not going to barge into someone's room. There's nowhere she can go. Uh, I will have the captain have a word with her, but this has gone quite far enough.
I see how it be. Well, then get out of my way. And I'm going to try to break down the door.
Okay, she is already intimidated by you from earlier, so she like steps back, kind of out of fear, and is
Yeah.
out of the way if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. You say you want to kick it down?
Yeah.
All right,
Uh-huh.
make a strength check.
Yeah, I'm not very strong, unfortunately.
You're strong enough. You kick the door in.
Okay. What do I see inside?
This.
Empty?
Yes. You don't see any person in here. The steward is shrieking in fear as you go to kick. You cannot do, please. And when you do, she shrieks. You move into the room and she runs.
Okay, I like look underneath the bed. I want to do a perception check to see if anything in here looks like it belongs to an alpha, or if there's any personal items or anything that.
Yeah.
I guess
You can roll
more or less.
investigate, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I mean not great. There's a lot of luggage in here. If you want to open it,
Yeah, I will.
you will find clothes, lots of clothes, very fine clothes, and you will also find.
Anything that looks like stolen goods or anything incriminating on this person?
I mean, definitely valuable goods.
Do they look like, I don't know if there's such a thing as like stolen goods, but like stuff that is like someone wouldn't just be taking with them, but more like stuff you would find at pawn shops and like
Mm,
things like that. Like
that's a fair question. I don't think you find anything with a 7. I think that with what you rolled, you probably don't get that good of a look at it be- because you can hear heavy footsteps kind of thundering down the hallway towards you at this point.
okay, well I'll just keep looking. I mean, I'm kind of committed to try to find this stuff. So
Sure. So you're looking for your item specifically?
I'm looking for my item, and again for anything that would paint this person as a thief,
Okay.
or even
Um,
just that this person might be an alpha. I don't know if there's
hmm,
are there any personal clothes that might fit the person? Are they
gotcha.
female clothes
They're
or
definitely female clothes. Yeah, you can have that for free. And hmm, I think that you can tell that they're definitely female clothes and that they're definitely for someone with a slim build.
okay? So I can kind of assume. I mean, it would make sense that this would be, or at least it could fit the person that I was talking with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, with disadvantage of 4. Um, you find an envelope, but you don't have time to read it.
Okay, I put it in my pocket.
Okay. Sure. That's what you can do in the time that it takes for a couple men to appear in the doorway and come into the room and say, "Sir, I'm going to need you to get down on your knees with your hands on top of your head."
You must find the woman this cabin belongs to.
Oh, there we go. That'll load faster. That probably just undid some of your lighting, but you should still be able to see, right?
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I say, find this woman. She's a thief.
Sir, you've been ranting and scaring the steward about this. She's very frightened. Sir, please.
Look in
You
the
have
suitcases.
no
Those are
evidence of this.
stolen goods.
You don't know that.
Are you blind, man?
Quick question. I'm just in the room right next door here. Would I be able
Hmm.
to hear all of this?
Yeah. You
Okay.
heard a door crash
Okay.
and have, people running in the hallway.
Yep.
I was gonna say, is that I don't know. Am I probably too far away to hear, or would I hear anything?
Where are you? You are in the bar.
Yeah.
You probably heard that there was a commotion down train. It wasn't in your car. They're basically asking you to give yourself up.
I mean, I don't necessarily resist. Yeah.
All right. They will step to either side and ask you to return to your cabin.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
I try to hide behind the chair before they come
Okay.
in.
I think you can do it. Yeah, it's not a great stealth roll, but no one's looking for you, and
Okay.
you're smaller than the chair is.
All right.
All right.
So
They're
they're
gonna
just
ask you. They're
standing
gonna ask you,
outside the door.
Garland, to stay in your cabin, please, for the rest of the trip.
I'll say, are you gonna find that
the
woman?
quarters. They shut the door.
Is the door locked?
I mean, from your side. It doesn't lock from outside.
Oh, so I can just open it if I want to.
It's only locked if you decide to lock it.
Yeah. Can I like look underneath the door or anything like that to see if they're
Mhm.
still out there?
You can roll perception.
Okay. Wow.
It's hard to I mean, the train is moving, obviously, and it's loud
I'm
enough
gonna
that
open
it's
the
hard.
door up then.
Mhm.
Are they still there?
One of them is.
I'll say, let me talk to the conductor.
You are to remain in your quarters, sir.
Well, bring him to me.
Step inside.
Go back inside.
He shuts the door again.
I'll open it. I've seen men like you.
You what?
Got no thoughts of your own except to do what you're told.
Ooh.
I love how Garland is such like a cranky old man. Like the most nightmare customer in the world. He just looks at you as you say all this and kind of mutters to himself about like, I do not get paid enough for this. These crazy yokels drunk on frog
I'll
piss.
tell him like this story about the time we were in the woods and these people followed orders that basically got them all killed because they decided not to think for themselves and they ended up starving to death and I'll tell him this gruesome tale and basically how I've had I've seen people like this and it's pathetic and yeah, another tale basically that I tell him
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll ask him again, are you gonna do nothing about this thief on the train?
My job is to make sure you stay in your quarters. That's all I'm gonna do.
Where'd your friend go to?
You don't need to be concerned about that.
What kind of class fighter does this guy look like? I think I could take him.
He is class would be fighter. He's probably like 3rd level if you were comparing it to D&D.
Problem is I've got absolute shit stats when it comes to actual fighting.
In fact, he puts 2 hands on your chest and pushes you back into your room and shuts the door. If you're opposing it, he gets a 14 strength score.
Okay, yeah, I'll pose it. Damn it.
Yeah, he pushes you back enough to get out of the doorway and he shuts the door again. Let's cut over to Dandy. What are you doing, Dandy?
It's basically nothing.
Okay. Let's cut over to
Still sitting behind the chair, just being really quiet. and
Okay.
trying to think up a way to help without making it worse. Ideally. Going through my inventory of all my alchemy stuff that I've got. Because apparently spells don't work. Feels bad.
Hmm.
What time? We haven't taken a long rest yet, right?
Nope, you haven't. And it's getting kind of late. It was dinner time a while ago when you were all in the bar cart,
And this train doesn't stop at all.
right? It's an overnighter.
Like
It's the express line. It doesn't stop.
how fast is this thing going? Could somebody jump off if they really wanted to, or is that basically
Um,
death?
I mean, you can die jumping off of a horse, and this is faster than that.
They're
Alright.
saying there's a chance.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you'll live, maybe you'll die. I don't know. That's up for the dice to decide.
Hey, Garland. Over here.
Oh, what are you doing hiding back there?
Nothing.
Now I'll get up and
Nothing.
I'll move the chair away.
Nothing.
They put you back here?
Oh, man. Alright, fine. I get out and I talk normally. I guess he knows I'm here. What,
You need to find that alpha.
what's the trouble here?
She took my totem.
Oh.
We got a thief on this train. It's no coincidence either.
That was quite the ruckus back. You think she's in the room just next to us here?
Oh no, I checked that room. She's not there.
But is okay.
Probably
Maybe
the captain, cahoots with the captain, the conductor. You'll find the people on this train are nothing but unhelpful.
Well, that's true. I was trying to get him to help me with this gold problem, but he was no help at all.
Yeah,
It's
bit of a
magnets.
coincidence.
You know
Only
what,
their
that's-
gold hasn't changed.
Right? It's magnets is how the train goes. You know what? Screw it. Tell everybody.
Ah, you got a secret. Yes, that'll
Not
apply some
anymore.
pressure to him.
Not anymore. Oh wait, that's a good idea.
I'm gonna go open this door here, unless you want to.
I'll maybe go first and just open the door and just kind of walk out and pretend like I didn't even know the guy was there and just try to walk past him.
Okay.
Yeah, he ignores you.
Right. Good.
I'm gonna open the door and I'm gonna say he's gonna go talk to the conductor about you and your behavior. You're in trouble now, sir.
Oh dear. Hopefully I'm already well on my way.
That's what he says. No, that's what he says. Like, oh no.
I'll just close the door again then.
Wait. Is this? Wait. Is that the elf girl that he was talking to?
What?
This one. Or is that a different one?
So I don't know if you know if it is or not.
Wait, was I back there the whole time?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Right. I would have mentioned to you that there was an elf.
Yeah,
though.
no, I would have overheard, and I would have overheard you yelling at the steward and the guards about, an elf woman.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I would have put two and two together.
It's an elf woman.
Because I would have seen this one before and known there was only like two elves, I think.
It's the only elf woman you've seen.
Okay, right? That wouldn't be too metagamey for me to put two and two together and realize it's that one.
All depends on what you want to do about it.
I'm just gonna keep walking.
You do notice as you go through the cart that she won't look in your direction and is kind of turning so you don't get a good look at her face.
I go over next to Dandy. Like, hey, Dandy,
Yeah.
don't look now, but that there elf woman over there.
I look at her.
I knew it. Garland says she stole his totem. You know, that thing that he uses to do all his magic with? Like, he really needs it.
Oh. Hmm.
This conductor and stewards running the train, they're of no help. About, we go over and have a word with her.
Yeah. Can I Dave, can I just take a look to see if there's like maybe gotta check my I don't know belongings to see make sure I'm not missing anything.
What do you want to do?
I guess just make sure it seems like coin purse is the
Oh, check your
Is
own
it-
stuff.
sorry, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, you can just check your own inventory. You don't have to
Okay.
do anything for that. You're not missing anything.
Okay, sweet, cool. Just
You spent a few coin here in the bar room, but that's it.
nice. Okay. Yeah. What's the plan?
Well, I'm not sure. Should we, Oh. I have an idea. Probably won't work. Just follow my lead. If
All right.
it comes to it, we'll just, well, we'll make it up as we go if we have to.
Got it. I quickly finished the rest of my beverage and put it down.
I'll put on like a nice friendly face as I go over to her.
Mm-hmm.
Not trying to, be sneaky or intimidating or anything.
Yeah.
Hey,
She is
ma'am.
doing that thing again where she is like really like pretending not to see you,
Okay.
and trying to not let you get a look at her real
No,
well.
that's fine. I'll just go
To
right
the
up.
point where you get like right up to her and it's almost comical how she's like looking everywhere but you until she
Yeah.
like gives up.
I'll pretend to not notice that, and I'll just
Uh-huh.
say, ma'am, excuse me, you're staying in the cabin right next to me, right? There was some kind of ruckus going on back there. I think someone tried to break in or something. You might want to go check on your stuff.
Oh no.
Yeah, I didn't want to get involved too much, so I figured I'd just try to find you and let you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, she'll say thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. And then I'll just go sit down again and just watch, wait, see if she leaves.
Yeah. Likewise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, she will. She'll pay her tab and she'll leave.
I'll give her about, the typical train car chase thing. Give her about a 1 car lead and then follow. And right about here, I try to kind of catch up. Wait, where'd you go? All the way into the room? Which, yeah.
I mean, if you were behind her, maybe only one place to go, I guess.
Right. Hey, guard. You're a real shit guard, aren't you?
He punches you in the face.
Ouch!
You take 3 bludgeoning damage.
All right. That's a free one. That elf woman that just walked through here. Did you see her?
When I hear elf woman, I'm going to open the door.
Do you speak? Did you see her or no?
You, I don't get paid enough for this. This is ridiculous.
Well,
I don't
listen,
work for you.
I know you don't. She stole something from my friend here. It's something he really, really needs. If
Here's
you're
what I
not
know.
gonna do something about it, then we will. And if you don't want to get involved when in it, then I suggest you maybe move up a car.
He squares up like he's gonna punch you again.
I dodge it. Maybe.
He didn't do it,
Oh, okay.
but he's fed up.
Yeah, well, listen,
He's like, here's what I know.
okay.
Here's what I know. Your friend damaged train property.
It can get a little rambunctious sometimes. It's, you know.
Yeah, he smashed the freaking door in. All right.
What's your most prized possession that you own?
No. No.
Huh?
No. just no. I don't work for you. I don't answer to you.
Well, here's the thing. I don't work for you either, and I don't answer to you either. Now, that woman is going to answer to me, or to us, for what she stole. So, like I said, either help us with that, or get out of the way if you don't get paid enough. I'll try to intimidate him.
Go for it. That's pretty good.
For a gnome.
Yeah. For a -1, no.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, well, that you are creeping him out. Yeah, I mean, you did good.
And I'll kind of step aside, like, to the wall so that he can, and just kind of motion to him to just walk up to the next train car.
Okay.
All right. Let's go have a word. I just walk. I walk in. All right. Hand it over. I don't care about the other stuff you stole. Just hand it over.
She isn't gonna argue with you. There's 3 dudes in her room that she doesn't know. So she's not gonna pretend like she, especially when she sees Garland. She's like, all right. Just gives it to you.
Well, see, that was easy. Now, well, yeah, I guess Garland, go for it. Have at it.
Yeah, I'm going to go start rummaging through her stuff and see if I can find some valuables. I'm going to take that from her.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I assume you won't have any problem with us taking some stuff unless you want us to report you to the authorities.
No, it's fine. Yeah, just keep pretending to have a problem with thievery while you do it to me. That's fine.
We'll be
you
taking
didn't seem to
this
have a
stuff.
problem with it.
We'll be taking this stuff and returning it to their rightful owners.
Sure. Whatever you say,
As I
Trooper.
kind of wink over at Garland.
Do I find anything good?
Yeah, she's got a lot of valuable stuff.
Okay, I take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a lot of expensive clothes. She has She has a lot of expensive clothes. She has a tiara. She has a couple fancy books.
I don't take anything big. I take just like small stuff. If I can find like
Mhm.
small, expensive stuff. Do I find anything that's gold, or do I
No.
notice that things that might have been gold have been turned to stone?
No, nothing in her possession is either gold or looks like that stone that you see.
I'm gonna ask. I'll say, there's coins you got there. Have they been turned into stone for you
Which coins are that? Those?
in your coin purse?
Oh, I mean, she has her coin purse on her.
I'll say, we'll open it up, take a look.
Yeah, no, I mean she knows what's going on with the coin. I mean, mine might have been turned to stone like everybody else.
So why are you stealing from us when you know we're all suffering the same?
It's my job.
And who do you work for?
Myself, I'm it's a independent contractor situation.
Why rob from someone on a train when you know you can't get away?
Most people are dumb.
And it turns out the only dumb one here is you. And I go back to taking some stuff from the from the luggage.
Say,
You should try it on. That one might be your size.
Nice.
say, you don't happen to know what makes this train go, do you?
Do I know how the magical train works?
Yeah.
No.
How much money, how much stuff, or I guess, do I just get physical items? Do I get stuff in coins?
Like, what's the monetary value of the stuff you steal?
Yeah. Don't use the
You
word steal
you
because, we all know what's going on here. Yeah.
yeah. You can steal up to about. You don't want to take anything big. Like define big. Like larger than a bread box, or like.
Well, I definitely don't want to take clothes that looks like they belong to her. I don't want to
Okay.
take anything that would look like. So I'm afraid she'll try turning it around on me, right? So I want to make sure I don't steal anything. I don't make sure I don't take anything that looks like it would be a personal item of hers, if that makes sense. So like jewelry or coins, stuff that's just like anyone could have.
Make sure to
Okay.
Watches.
maybe make sure to leave enough obviously stolen stuff so that she can't, go try to turn us in. We can always just say,
Yep.
well, look, no, that she's
Right.
the thief.
Right. Yep. Exactly. Oh, and actually, at this point, I want to read that letter that I got. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, the envelope that you found.
Kind of wave in her face and say, "What were you hiding here?" And I'll open it and read it. Like,
It's actually
got something pretty juicy.
It's actually just an envelope. There isn't anything inside. It's been opened, but the envelope says to House Kenneth from Lady Darneth.
What was this letter here for?
She just shrugs. Yeah, stuff.
Wait, this guy here went zipped through the wall.
Whoa, where'd he come from?
Sir, no magic on the train.
That's great.
I don't know where he came from, honestly. Oh, I was copying and pasting text. It probably copied and pasted a token instead.
Do I know any of these names?
Roll history.
Yeah.
No.
So you don't want to talk to you?
I mean, I think you guys are being kind of rude. Game recognized game. I don't have a problem with getting caught, but you don't have to be bullies about it.
Do you realize what you stole from me there?
It's a little bear thing.
'Tis my livelihood. What if I were to cut your heart out? What would you think then?
Well, probably not much for very long.
Did you
anyways.
not hear the stories I was telling you?
To be honest, no. I wasn't listening at all.
Oh no! You little shit.
I kept you going long enough to check every one of your pockets, but that's about it.
Yeah, and well, I'll check all your pockets now, and I'll go back and I'll keep looking around for stuff to take. That makes me mad. So
Yeah, altogether you could find like 50 gold pieces worth of jewelry
okay.
that's made of
That's pretty
silver
good.
and pewter and gems.
Okay, so 50 gold, that's 500 silver, right?
It would be if you could sell it. Yep.
Okay. Nice. Well, let's just say once we get off this train, we'll be having another chat. And I'll kind of look over at Garland or Orvin and Dandy, and like as in if they have any follow-up questions. Otherwise, I'm done here.
Wow, just burning the exit.
I'll just, before I leave, just turn. Maybe just stick to simple coin. People usually don't have personal attachments to coin. And then I leave. Go back on my chair.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to the conductor now.
You gonna drop off all the stuff you picked up, or?
Most of it.
Okay.
I keep just a few things. Like maybe like 5 gold worth. 5 gold pieces worth. I'm gonna knock on the door up here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's you hear a voice from him and say, "Yeah, who is it?
I say I got something for you.
Who is it?"
I don't answer.
Okay. Train keeps rolling.
I just keep knocking.
No.
Shit, how are we gonna get back up here? We obviously can't use the train.
I said I've come to make amends.
No, thank you.
Do you not want gold for that door?
What door?
Did the people never tell you anything on this train?
I'm very busy keeping the magical train moving and not killing everyone on board.
So it is magical, you say?
Yeah.
I heard your secret. Now, what would it be to you if I told other people about that secret?
That's good. Oh, there's no door in there right now, is there? Okay, then I don't have to delete it. The door pops open. It's like, you've been talking to that damn gnome, haven't you?
I'm gonna grab like 5 gold pieces basically worth of stuff, and I'm just gonna like kind of like either hand it to him or throw it to him. Basically, it's for the door. Consider us even now.
For the mess.
For the
Exactly.
mess. All right. Is that all?
And I'm going to leave you a 1-star review on Yelp.
On Fantasy Yelp.
In every town, there's a guy that just stands outside. He goes, "Yep,
Yelling.
this place is shit. Yep."
Stands outside the tavern. This place is bad. They messed up my frittata.
I walked
Garland
back,
got
and,
robbed. He says 1 star.
Oh gosh, that's funny.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I kind of just go on the bed. I'm like, I'm exhausted.
It's been a day.
Yeah.
And I'll actually make sure I go over and I'll lock the door.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys taking a rest? Basically, are you going to bed?
I guess I don't know
Yep.
what time it is, but if it is that time, then yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's evening. I mean, like I said, you were all in the bar cart at like dinner time, so that was a whole adventure ago. So, yeah.
And that is what I'll do. And I'll try just once again once I have this totem back. Actually, I want to make sure that nothing's missing from the totem. I mean, it looks
Mhm.
everything's
Yeah,
seems intact.
it's okay. It's fine.
I'll try using it again just to make
Mhm.
sure that this still doesn't
Yeah.
work.
No, I mean you get that zap feeling
Okay.
on your skin.
Okay. Then I will start sleeping.
Okay. You can all be whisked away into dreamland by the rocking of the car. And you can wake up in the morning with a long rest completed.
Nice.
So,
All right.
Orvin, you regain the 3 hit points you lost from being punched in the face.
Nice.
And everybody else regains, anything that you used in the mines that recharge.
And
You wake up in the morning.
wait. Shit. I can't do my infusion probably, can I? No. Well, it's basically once per long rest, so I could do it once we get off the train. To make Devon again.
Sure.
Sad.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll just pretty much be hanging out in our cabin for the rest of the trip, since I have those 2 little gold pieces on me, and I'm real paranoid about getting caught. Don't want to lose those.
Okay. What are the rest of you gonna be doing anything?
I can
Oh, I'm
probably
not. I'm not leaving because I'm afraid
just-
there's more thieves aboard.
might
Okay.
just hang out in the room as well.
All right. Well, you can do that. You can wake up. If you have rations, you can have your own breakfast instead of going up to the bar cart and everything. So you're not going to be hungry as you make your rest of your trip here. A little after breakfast time, not noon or anything, but kind of later in the morning. Suddenly, though, you hear just horrible scream from down the train.
Yeah, someone else got robbed.
Sounds like they got robbed of their life.
Yes. Afraid it's much worse than that, because you hear the scream turning into yelling and the word murder, murder.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Are we on the Orange Express?
No, you're on the Green Mill Express.
Oh,
It's
The
okay.
train
right
to
on your ticket.
Much better.
Busan.
Whew. It's relieving. Yeah.
I'll go take my little vials with gold in them, stash them in a drawer here.
I try using shapeshifting again.
It does not work.
Okay.
Oh man. And then sigh a little bit and then go see what's going on.
Mm-hmm. When you get to the next car, the car with the smaller cabins in it, you see a steward in the hallway. It's standing in front of an open door, and running out from underneath that door. Running out of that doorway, the door is open. But running out of that door, there's a puddle of blood that's creeping into the hallway.
What's going on here?
Right. What's all this then?
Goldiston.
Guess I'll go up and
Mm-hmm.
gotta look in, see who it is.
I think that at least one or two of you have seen this person and opened this door before. You'd also recognize him from the bar the night before. There's a male elf lying on the ground, his cabin destroyed, his possessions smashed, and his body broken.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where we will end for tonight.
'Twas the elf woman.
Right?
She can't be trusted.
Don't
The
trust
she
that
elf.
woman. It's always the women, you know? They look innocent, but nope.
God. All right. Yep, that's it, guys.
All
That's
right.
all we're gonna do
Excellent.
tonight. It's already 10, so
Right,
I'm gonna call it.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Thank you very much, Dave.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That was a
thank
fun
you.
one.
That literally went off the rails for a while, but
Geez, I thought I figured, all right, we hop on the train. All right, so we're now at Moonfell, and now we do stuff at Moonfell. I'm like, oh wait, no, there's a whole session on the train. Nice. That was fun.
It's like that Michael Jordan thing, and I took that personally.
Right? I feel your pain. I had a great axe stolen earlier, and
True.
it's like, how dare you? That's mine.
yeah. Well, you kind of built core around the great axe for a minute.
Yep. Alrighty. Very good.